Why do you think in a year that seems like it should have been all turmoil and doom and gloom, the stock market was up so much?
Well, look, there's not a thousand reasons, but I'll put it back to you as an accountant. How are most businesses in your business, or how are most of your clients going that are in business?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's money around.
I think a lot of that does come from stimulus though. So you're looking at people getting JobKeeper, cash flow boost, government grants. They have ended up with more money than they've ever had before. And I think sitting at home, working from home, or, not being at work because you're on JobKeeper, you had extra disposable income because you were forced to sit at home for several months in a row of the last year and more. So I think people had more money and they went, well, what can I do with it? And I think as well, banks with interest rates of bugger all 1%, not even on my savings, people are going, well, why would I leave my money in the bank if I can put it somewhere to get a better return? So I think then there's a shift of deposits in banks or possibly in the stock market.
Look, I think the stock market, though, it goes beyond people putting money into the stock market. Like businesses have to be performing and, the low interest rate environment is great for business. You talked about your clients with stimulus. There's a lot of ASX-listed businesses that got the stimulus. There's a lot of businesses that don't drive revenue that have had exponential gains.
Zero.
Uber. So it's not all based on the performance of the economy. Like there are businesses in there that just have ideas and possibilities, or mining businesses. You look at the renewable space at the moment. The government's committed, I think it's $500 million to the renewable space. So there's businesses that all of a sudden in the renewable space, and now they're worth this amount of money, and they haven't got any revenues yet. They're working on it. So you need to remember these things when you're looking at the overall value of the stock market. But mining's doing well. The banks are doing great, and these make up a big part of the index. So I think there's just a number of factors that.
Yeah, well, I think you got to have your own strategy. And I wrote down during the week what the wise man does in the beginning, the fool does in the end. And I think it's a really good quote. And what Nick said was really good is how are businesses doing that you're seeing, Jason? So you got to look at a share as a company. Look at the revenues it's making, look at the profitability, what it's paying out. Actually dig into the share if you're interested to find out, because you might be able to get something of real value if you get it right. But I go, and the great analogy I always say, it's like Cinderella going to the ball. There's beautiful dresses. Everyone's going into the party. They're drinking more, buying more shares. Everyone's looking more attractive. Now, at 12 a.m., everyone turns into a pumpkin and mice, right? But the problem is there's no clocks. So we don't know how long this goes for. So you need to have real hardcore strategy underneath what you're doing here, because everyone's getting overexcited with our strategy. Oh, this went up 300%. This went up 450%. Yeah, get on the bus. Pumpkins. It's funny. Have a strategy.